Hi everyone and welcome to Vorldrevolution channel. Today, we're diving into another amazing book and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you. This is Book Summary to the Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Ruben by author Nina Norman. It's New York Times bestseller. Enjoyed the video, please subscribing to my channel for more great content like this. You'll be notified when I upload new videos. Overview. The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Ruben is a captivating exploration of creativity, providing readers with a profound understanding of the creative process and invaluable guidance on how to unlock their full creative potential. Rubin, a highly acclaimed music producer and artist, shares his wealth of experience and wisdom to help individuals from various artistic disciplines tap into the wellspring of their creativity. Rubin begins by challenging conventional notions of creativity, emphasizing that creativity is not limited to a select few but is an innate human capacity that can be nurtured and developed. He delves into the essence of the creative act, highlighting the importance of embracing vulnerability, curiosity, and a willingness to take risks. Drawing from his own experiences and encounters with renowned artists, Rubin showcases how embracing these qualities can lead to groundbreaking artistic achievements. The book examines the role of intuition in the creative process, emphasizing the need to trust one's instincts and allow them to guide artistic decisions. Rubin encourages readers to cultivate mindfulness and presence, enabling them to access the depths of their creativity. Through insightful anecdotes and practical exercises, he demonstrates how a heightened awareness of the present moment can open up new avenues of inspiration and innovation. Furthermore, Rubin explores the relationship between creativity and collaboration, highlighting the power of synergy when creative minds come together. He shares stories of his collaborations with various artists, emphasizing the importance of fostering an environment that nurtures and encourages creative exchange. Rubin's emphasis on the value of diversity and inclusivity serves as a powerful reminder of the transformative potential that emerges when different perspectives converge. The Creative Act also delves into the challenges and obstacles encountered along the creative journey. Rubin explores the concept of creative blocks, offering strategies to overcome them and reignite the creative flame. He delves into the power of embracing failure as an essential part of the creative process and provides practical techniques to harness setbacks as catalysts for growth and artistic breakthroughs. In the final chapters of the book, Rubin delves into the concept of finding meaning and purpose in creative endeavors. He explores the relationship between creativity and spirituality, suggesting that creativity can be a transformative force that connects individuals to something larger than themselves. By aligning creative acts with personal values and beliefs, Rubin encourages readers to infuse their work with authenticity and a sense of purpose. Personal growth and transformation are recurring themes throughout the Creative Act. By following Rubin's insights, I have not only gained a deeper understanding of the creative process but have also been inspired to embark on a continuous Introduction. Work that stands out and stands the test of time comes from working in a creative state. Seeking a creative state can often be like turning a dial on an old radio. Most of the time you get static, but occasionally you land on a station you like. After reading The Creative Act by Rick Ruben, a legendary music producer, I've realized there are 4 states that consistently lead to creative work. Understanding each state is like programming for go-to stations into your radio to skip the static and listen to music you love. The experimental state. Enter an experimental state by asking as many what-if questions as you can and be on the lookout for surprises. Jerome Robbins created one of the best Broadway shows ever by asking, what if Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet was set in 1950s New York and based on 2 teenage street gangs of different ethnic backgrounds? What followed was a West Side Story. Paradoxically, asking a what-if questions that include constraints tend to open new creative avenues. When you give AI chatbots creative constraints, like rewrite this paragraph in fewer than 40 words or rewrite this sentence with the word spontaneous, you typically get interesting results. When I write, I like to ask, what if I had to explain this book in 1 sentence? As you explore various what-if questions, stay open to unexpected outcomes. Ancient Chinese alchemists searching for immortality accidentally found that saltpeter, sulfur, and charcoal led to a combustible substance called gunpowder. Over the last 120 years, chemists experiment. The clean slate state. When you work on something for too long, you become blind to the ways you can make it better. But if you step away and return to your work a week later, you'll see new ways to iterate your work that you failed to spot before. Thankfully, we don't need to step away from work for a week to clean our mental slate and adopt a fresh perspective. If we can cultivate a sense of awe during everyday experiences and condition our minds to see things most people overlook, we can go into every work session with a clean slate. When you walk through your neighborhood, actively notice things you've been overlooking at the design of a house or different leaves on a tree. When you listen to a familiar song, pretend you're hearing it for the first time and listen for lyrics or instrumentals you've never. The inspired state. Enter in an inspired state by imitating work you admire. Imitating is a creative act because as you imitate work you put it through your filter of unique experiences and create work that only you could make. Rubin says, the Beatles were inspired by American rock and roll artists like Chuck Berry and the Shirelles. But when they played it was different. It wasn't different because they wanted it to be so. It was different because they were different. Imagine that every piece of work that inspires you is challenging you to elevate your game and inviting you to use it as a launch pad to make your next creation. The more distant your inspirations, the better. The novel approach state. If you're stuck on a creative project, don't try harder and continue beating your head against the wall. Instead, switch it up. Think of switching it up like a fisherman changing his bait or moving to another part of the lake to catch a big fish. Here are a few switch UPS that may produce creative insight effortlessly. Lower the stakes, make the work smaller and less significant. Rubin likes to tell stuck songwriters to come back into the studio tomorrow with just 1 new line. If you're struggling to think of a good business idea, generate 10 bad business ideas. Soon you'll have idea momentum and turn your focus back to producing good business ideas. Change the environment. Go to a noisy coffee shop, work on a park bench, or go home to a quiet office to see what new insights come your way. Andy Warhol allegedly painted his best work with a television, radio, and record player playing simultaneously in the background. Rubin has found that turning the lights off in his recording studio while bands play unfinished songs often leads to creative breakthroughs. Inject imagery. Imagine someone you love or imagine a scene from a movie while you work to see if it sparks creativity. Rubin once told about the author. Rick Ruben is a 9-time Grammy-winning producer, named one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time and the most successful producer in any genre by Rolling Stone. He has collaborated with artists from Tom Petty to Adele, Johnny Cash to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Beastie Boys to Slayer, Kanye West to The Strokes, and System of a Down to Jay-Z. Review: The Creative Act, A Way of Being by Rick Ruben is a book that explores the nature and source of creativity and how anyone can tap into it. The author, Rick Ruben, is a legendary music producer who has worked with artists from various genres and backgrounds, helping them to express their true selves and create original and authentic works of art. In this book, he shares his insights and wisdom on how to cultivate a creative mindset, overcome obstacles and fears, and find joy and meaning in the creative process. The book is divided into 4 parts: the creative act, the creative process, the creative life, and the creative world. Each part contains short chapters that are filled with anecdotes, quotes, poems, and koans from Rubin's own experience and from various sources of inspiration, such as Zen Buddhism, Taoism, psychology, philosophy, art, and music. The book is not a step-by-step guide or a set of rules, but rather a collection of reflections and suggestions that invite the reader to discover their own creative potential and expression. The book is written in a simple and elegant style with a poetic and meditative tone. Rubin's voice is humble and compassionate, as he encourages the reader to be open-minded, curious, playful, and honest. He also challenges the reader to question their assumptions, beliefs, and habits that may limit or hinder their creativity. He offers practical advice on how to deal with common challenges such as fear of failure, perfectionism, procrastination, self-doubt, criticism, and boredom. He also emphasizes the importance of finding one's purpose. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. See you in next videos.